Whew, seriously, my stress level was like... yep. Warfare is a new docudrama and war film. It was written and directed by Iraq War veteran Ray Mendoza, who dedicated this project to a platoon member and close friend of his, Elliot Miller, played by Cosmo Jarvis. Defero Wunatai plays Ray Mendoza, and this is a collaboration with filmmaker Alex Garland, Ex Machina, Annihilation, Devs, Men, and just last year, Civil War. Garland is credited in Warfare as a writer and co-director. The film is about a platoon of Navy SEALs who embark on a dangerous mission in Ramadi, Iraq, with chaos and brotherhood of war retold through their memories of the event. So at the beginning of this video, based on how I felt, this is very much an intense experience, but at the same time, I also found Warfare to be essential viewing. The setup of the plot is pretty simple and minor, but this is one of those war films that is not afraid to go into severe and unforgettable territories. Intentionally focuses and shows so much difficulty, but at the same time, its excellent attention to detail of injury and trauma the soldiers go through in the film. The film spends a lot of time during these stressful and disturbing moments, and as much as I think that some viewers will understandably find it difficult to watch, but it's what makes this essential viewing. About the consequences of war, why it's the worst for everyone to experience in life, and how it will affect those for a long time, obviously physically and emotionally. Making it an anti-war film, a personal story for Ray Mendoza, Elliot Miller, all of the other Navy SEALs, and to those fighting now. Another excellent attention to detail example was the introductions of the soldiers. You see these average individuals naturally working on their jobs and responsibilities, making little conversation and wandering around this house whilst Elliot is on sniper duty. This brings me to this film's tone. It's mature and most importantly, realistic. It's never over the top, and it doesn't try to be this epic Hollywood war film. The same way the characters are performed and presented, and you always feel you're there with these soldiers. Also, there was surprisingly no music, which made Warfare to be more realistic and less epic. The cast was pretty stacked, and all of them delivered fantastic performances. We've got Joseph Quinn, Michael Gandolfini, Kit Connor, Finn Bennett, Taylor John Smith, and Charles Melton. Plus, with a few standouts to me were Defaro Wunatai, whom I wasn't as familiar with as others were, but with his dedicated performance as Ray, I've come to appreciate his talent now as an actor. Cosmo Jarvis as Elliot, who is honestly one of my favourite actors working today, was once again unrecognisable by his American accent and body language. Finally, Will Poulter as the captain was just incredible. The way Poulter tries so hard to keep calm while being under a lot of stress and shock from seeing so much chaos in front of him makes his performance completely believable and sympathetic. Wow, I've now talked about 2 films this year starring Will Poulter, and he's been a standout for both a dark comedy horror film and a docudrama war film. He doesn't disappoint. The chemistry between everyone was likeable and also subtle. This establishes right at the beginning of the film when they're watching this music video. They're having a great time, and you can tell that there is a spark going on. I especially liked Ray and Elliot's chemistry. There is this one sweet and subtle moment when Elliot pulls this funny face towards Ray. By taking the mickey out of Ray's serious and moody facial expression. I found that this established a teasing but caring friendship going on. I found Warfare to have great sound, particularly the sound mixing. It does a great job for the audience to hear how the characters hear when something has just exploded, and it affects their hearing by also feeling a bit deaf and blocked. This had very disgusting and impressive makeup, specifically the injury detail that will make you feel uncomfortable. I honestly don't have many issues with Warfare. Let me think. I know. There was some CGI smoke that looked like it needed improvement. That's pretty much it. I do think this film will test some audiences' patience as it takes its time before getting into the action. I did hear someone behind me sigh and yawn. This was during the scenes when the soldiers were waiting and anticipating for the shooting to kick off. So it's best to go in feeling patient. I had a good time watching Warfare. I had the absolute pleasure of attending a preview screening with an extended intro, and that was with Alex Garland, Kit Connor and Cosmo Jarvis, interviewed by film critic Robbie Collin, asking questions about the film. I should have shouted and asked Cosmo Jarvis, "Oi, Cosmo, when's Shogun Season 2 coming out?" But no, I wouldn't have really done that because that would have been so embarrassing and inappropriate. If you're interested in the subject matter and genre, it's worth checking out in UK cinemas from tomorrow. My rating of Warfare is a recommendation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let me know your thoughts about the film in the comments below. Feel free to watch another video. Have a wonderful day, and until next time.